Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time coming across this channel, you're welcome. Please don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon beside it so that you always be notified anytime I post a new video. Alright, today's video is about Ring of Fire teasers for the month of February 2021. So please keep on watching. After the firecracker that Dullari set up to injure Srishti has ended up injuring both Srishti and Vishal, the doctor attended to them and assured everyone that they would both be alright. Anurag find it hard to accept that his family could put themselves at risk in order to save one another. Daddy got weak because of the fast that she is observing for Chat Puja, and everyone panicked seeing her condition. Daddy told everyone that no one is allowed to bring soiled shoes into the compound as they have installed the cooler for the Chat prayer. Revati asked Srishti and Ragini to leave the house after Anurag collapsed on seeing his picture of engagement with Srishti in Summer's phone, and he demands for an answer from everyone, but they all lied to him. Someone came with a notice to Anurag's house and told Anurag that the court has put a stop on Anurag's contract project because he violates the contract rules. Anurag wondered what secret Ragini is keeping from him, and he asked Ragini about it, but Ragini still refused to tell Anurag the truth. Vishal gave Srishti the files that are required for handling Anurag's project case, and Vishal pleaded with Srishti to get the culprit punished for ruining his brother's dream. Ragini apologized to Anurag and she confessed to him that she did not know that Anurag is allergic to kishmish. Srishti doesn't want Ramesh and his guard to find the hidden camera when they started checking her bag, and she wondered what to do. Ragini couldn't stop thinking about what Anurag said to her and how Anurag went away after telling her that their relationship doesn't matter anymore. Srishti finally confessed to Anurag that she was forced to hide the truth from him for the sake of his well-being. Srishti was unaware that she was already falling into a trap laid by Ramesh Pandey. Meanwhile, Anurag met with Ragini's brother in order to learn more about Ragini. Anurag, still with his memory loss, was surprised after finding out in details how he ended up marrying Ragini at gunpoint and finally losing his memory as well. Ragini's father couldn't hide the truth anymore as well, and he revealed the details of Anurag's marriage with Ragini and how Anurag also took the bullet that was meant to kill Ragini in order to save Ragini, and that was how he lost his memory. Srishti understands that both Ragini and Anurag has true love for each other, and she decided to unite them completely with the help of Vishal. Srishti and Vishal later embark on a mission to get both Anurag and Ragini together once and for all. However, Anurag's mother has an evil plan of her own which nobody knows about, and Ragini advised Vishal to take care of Srishti because Srishti has been taking care of the entire family since all this while. Vishal woke up early in the morning and prepared to serve Srishti according to Ragini's advice. One fateful morning, Ragini woke up and she was surprised by Anurag's caring behavior towards her. Anurag and Vishal tried to prepare a cake for the evening event, but Srishti destroyed the cake on purpose because she has a better surprise lined up for the day. Vishal surprised everyone as he arrived at the event wearing a suit. During Anurag's birthday party, Bridgevan got drunk and he started displaying everything that happened on the day that Anurag lost his memory with a gun, and Anurag saw a glimpse of the past and he fell unconscious. Anurag regained consciousness and surprisingly also regained his lost memory as well. Later, as Anurag was about to speak to Ragini, he once again falls unconscious. Ragini was reminded by her mother-in-law of the promise she made that she would leave the house immediately Anurag regained his memory, and Ragini was forced to leave the same house. Vikra welcomed Ragini back home with open arms because he understands the pain that her daughter is going through but trying to hide from everyone. A stranger came to forcefully get married to Ragini, and Ragini tried to fight with the stranger, but the stranger held Ragini's hands and they continued with the rituals. After all the rituals has been completed, the stranger released Ragini's hands and Ragini immediately removed the cap covering the stranger's face, and Ragini was shocked to see that the stranger was actually Anurag, who has already married her by force. Anurag and Ragini took the blessings of Vikral as a couple and then left for Anurag's house. In the room, Anurag asked Ragini to give him a kiss, and just as Ragini was about to get close to Anurag, Revati entered the room and stopped them. Bridgevan arrived and everyone in the family were shocked when Bridgevan announced that the girl that he brought home called Raju is Anurag's aunt-to-be. Anurag's father was furious with Bridgevan because he brought a new girlfriend called Raju home and he claimed to get married to her very soon. Revati continued to stay arrogant and she wants Srishti to pay rent for staying in her house. As Srishti was teaching the kids in the morning, Raju poured white paint all over Shriti's blackboard. Ragini later came to know about what Raju did and Ragini goes to confront Raju and warned her not to fight with Srishti or else Raju would have to face Ragini instead. Bridgevan got drunk at night and he started talking to himself about why he cannot be with Raju and everyone was shocked. Srishti informed Revati that the money she intended to use in paying her house rent is missing from the book that she kept it in, and Ragini was shocked after finding the money all wet and torn in the clothes that she is hanging up to dry. Anurag planned to spend some quality time with Ragini alone as Revati is going out of the house. Srishti also asked Vishu if he would like to go on a date with her. Later, as Srishti and Ragini with their husbands were busy preparing clay pots, Anurag's mother arrived and shut their shop down for the day. Srishti surprised everyone with her sweet voice and finally, Anurag was given a challenge to say I love you to Ragini. Srishti decided to take part in the competition meant for couples after she realized that the prize money from the competition can help her pay her rent. Raju brought a wrestler to train Bridgevan how to fight, but Bridgevan ends up breaking his back while exercising. Vishu was hopeful about meeting Srishti at the venue of the competition on time, not knowing that Revati has locked Srishti in the storeroom so that Srishti would not be able to take part in the competition. Srishti managed to get to the competition ground, but she later injured her feet when the competition was about to start. But despite everything that happened, Srishti still managed to win the competition. Anurag and Ragini's love grew stronger and stronger as they romanced each other. The priest saw Vishu's face and he said that death is roaming over Vishu's head and his wife Srishti would be the reason for his death. The whole family was shocked hearing this, and despite that, Revati and Raju's evil plan still continued. A murderer entered Ragini and Shriti's house and someone tried to kill Vishu, but the someone was actually Srishti. Later, Vishu was kidnapped, but Raju still called a vendor for the family members to collect clothes for she and Bridgevan's upcoming wedding. Ragini and Anurag plan to find out the person that was responsible for everything that has been happening in the house, and Revati ends up getting attacked. Ravi Kishan arrived at the Singh family residence and everyone in the house started introducing themselves to him. Everyone were very excited to see Ravi Kishan and they all started taking pictures with him. Vidvan told Anurag that he should look around the house because Vishu was not at the party. Everyone were shocked to see Srishti attempting to kill Vishu, and shortly after that, Srishti lost consciousness. Later, Revati told Srishti to leave the house after seeing Srishti trying to kill Vishu. Anurag decided to prove that Srishti was not guilty, and it was later discovered that Srishti was suffering from a disease called bipolar disorder, which is also known as a mental illness. Later, Anurag entered the house and informed everyone that a God-sent psychiatrist has agreed to help Srishti recover from her tragic bipolar disorder illness. The doctor came to treat Srishti and Srishti attacked the doctor, and the doctor said that Shriti's condition is incurable and the doctor leaves from the house. With Shriti's latest bipolar attack, she always feels like there are a lot of unfortunate events taking place in the house. Vishu confronted Srishti and asked for forgiveness from her after realizing that everything that has been happening was not Shriti's fault. Anurag's father told Anurag to take Srishti back to her parents' house after her incurable disease, and Ragini assured Srishti that she would find out the cause behind Shriti's sudden incurable disease. Ragini also promised Srishti to find the person that is responsible for all the bad incidents that has been happening in the house at all costs. Okay, this is just like a summary of everything that would happen in Ring of Fire for the month of February 2021. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, don't forget to comment, don't forget to share, and don't forget to subscribe. And I'll see you all again in my next video. Bye guys.